We've just said enough is enough, and we're willing to deal with consequences on this.
Methodist Church in Austin is at the center of a growing controversy within its own denomination. The University United Methodist Church on Guadalupe is allowing same-sex weddings in its chapel halls. It's a decision that defies the United Methodist Church's General Conference's rules. They ban clergy who perform same-sex weddings. KXAN's Gary Cooper joins us tonight. Gary, what did the pastor say when you ended up talking to him?
Tom, good evening. Pastor John Elford says his church is going to operate as if these new rules never even existed, and their message is pretty clear. If you stand out in the front of their church, God's doors are open to all, no matter what.
Colossians 3:20 says, "Children, obey your parents in everything, for this pleases the Lord." University United Methodist Church is defying the orders of their church. In February, the global church reaffirmed their bans on LGBTQ clergy and same-sex weddings. Pastor John Elford explains.
So if I am caught doing a same-sex wedding and it's determined that I actually did it, there would be no trial. I would be suspended for a year without pay. And if I did a second one, I would be defrocked.
It was not what University United expected.
We thought that the church was moving in a direction of more openness and acceptance. Instead, what we're seeing is a church going backwards on that.
With that, University United says it will continue their progressive services and help other clergy who are disciplined by the church.
We've been among the congregations that have led on civil rights back in the 60s, and before that, ordination of women. So this feels very comfortable.
Pastor Elford says they are not the only congregations that feel this way.
These conversations are going on in Texas, in Northern Illinois, North Carolina, Virginia, all across the Western conferences.
And even thinks a divorce is in the near future for the church. Bottom line, they've had it.
I think we're done with trying to work things out together, and I think we're now going to have to work on a separate path for those who are more centrist and those who are more progressive in the Methodist Church, even to the point of forming our own denomination, our own church.
Something to consider here, these reaffirmed rules were voted on in February, but they won't kick in until January 1st of 2020. We're live on The Drag. Gary Cooper, KXAN News.